Hi, this is John Doe, aka Frags with the DNB Academy, and welcome to another sound recreation video. For this one, I brought you this amazing tune by LSB called Potshot, and it's really like a fundamental way of sound designing your sounds on drum and bass. It's like it really relies on a lot of the fundamental techniques, so it's gonna be a really cool sound to recreate. Let's hear the original one first. So yeah, this is it. You'll probably figure it out by the MIDI which bass we're gonna do. So yeah, let's listen what we came up with. So yeah, you can already see where we're going. So let's flip the screen and get into Serum. Now that we got this blank preset of Serum, it's up to us to start designing our sound, right guys? So fundamental, didn't I say that? Let's start with an analog BD syn, which is pretty much like sine wave. And this patch resolves a lot around a big pitch envelope and also an amplitude envelope for our main oscillator. So let's already start with that and assigning that to some fundamental spots that we need for this sound to start working. Okay, so let's start designing our main envelope here. Okay, so we're gonna put the attack all the way down to 0 because we want to keep this like clicky and like super responsive. Alt stays all the way down to 0. The decay we can hold this longer for like 2 seconds-ish, right? Then we got to slow down on the sustain. So this is kind of the movement we want to hear. We're just gonna play around with some other things later. But yeah, also the release, we're gonna set this around like 350, 400, you know? I think this is a good spot. Cool, we can make it longer a bit here. Okay, now let's just change this curve. So it does more of a, just like the original. Nice. Now we need to bring this lower and bring the random phase all the way down so we can actually hear it without like random spot. And let's set the random phase all the way down so we can have more consistency. Also, assign our envelope 1 to our level because we want to create this, but it's kind of like really deep down there on the low end because we haven't assigned this to anywhere. So we're gonna open up our matrix, and as you can see, envelope 1 is assigned to volume A, but we need to assign this also to our master tuning. So we go down here to global master tuning. The direction should be like this, and then we'll set this to 8, 9 semitones, and even go up to 12. You can already hear it. That effect is coming up. So we need to make sure that we turn on the always as well, because those notes should not overlap on top there. They should just blend, like they should like seamlessly blend with each other. So now we just need to readjust this a little bit. Now that we kind of like got the pitch to a cool spot, this is it. We're kind of hearing that click and the progression of the sound itself. It's getting similar to the original, all right? But then we just need to add a little bit more of a juice so we can then later on distort it. So we're gonna come here to our oscillator B, we're gonna turn it on, we're gonna assign the basic shapes to this one here, gonna get it 1 octave lower. I'm going to the square wave here, right? Gonna give this like a couple voices, random phase down, and choose this square wave better. We also gonna assign this to the level because we want to keep it like super quiet. Just want to have this harmonic content going on here because then you'll see what we can do with it. Bring down the detune a bit. Now let's filter this, all right? So let's apply this here. We should be able to get something within the like MG low 12 or 24. Assign both layers here. So now it's not that annoying, you know, that little sound we added. So let's start driving this in order for it to sound like a distorted 808 kind of sound. And also assign the envelope to our filter so we can start doing some cool filtering movements. Right, a couple tweaks here and there, maybe get this layer a little bit down there, you know what I mean? Nice. Let's add a little bit of noise. We need to be kind of like careful with this. We don't want to keep it like really. Okay, cool. Just go to our effects and start applying some cool stuff here so it doesn't sound as stale as it is right now. First things first, distortion. We're gonna go with something a bit more aggressive on this one. So we're gonna with asym here, because we really wanna, you see, it's like the original, with this really cranked up sound. Nice. Now some chorus. Just to help enhance the sound. Okay, a little bit of compression, multi-band mode on. Control it band by band. And it creates this really cool effect with the last part of the bass sound and the noise. Then it's kind of up to you what you want to do with it, right? Okay, so a little bit of reverb now. I'm gonna keep it like super controlled on the low cut. And smaller here. Can increase the master here. And then it's that stage where we're just gonna tweak some things here and there, especially like, for instance, the master tuning. Change the beat here. We can make it a little bit like not going as high on the pitch envelope, so we can set it to around 8 here. It sounds more legit and closer to the original. All right. Now let's just do a little bit of EQing. So we just need to control this mids, because with the distortion and all these harmonics going crazy here, it starts to be a bit annoying. Cool. Can adjust the filter a tiny bit so it doesn't get that wide open. And I think we're there, guys. So let's take a listen on how it sounds on top of the original. Let's go for it. Pretty legit to me, and that's one of those sounds that you can make it fit on so many different tunes that you would be amazed on what you can do with it, right? So, hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace!